Hello, Chad. Hello, everyone. Hello, Drake. Hello, Fumi. Hello, Hachinichi. And hello, Tommy. Tommy is here with us today. He is at my foot. He's being so cute. Sometimes when I work in my study, he likes to come and sit at my feet while I'm working. It's so cute. He's so cute. I just brushed him, so he's very soft and lovey-dovey. Ah, Sunny-san 来てくれてありがとう。8日来てくれてありがとう。おはよう。おはよう。今日は元気かな？元気かな？ Hello Celestia as well, and hello people on Twitch. I don't see anybody on Twitch yet, but I'm sure there's a lurker or two. Twitch is still giving me an error message. I don't know why, but it's fine. It's fine. Unless a stream starts to crash, then it's an issue. But I'm hardwired, it shouldn't be an issue. So I thought you meant a chat member was at your feet. No, that would be something very different. No, Tommy, my pet cat, is at my feet. He's a black and white, fluffy Oji-chan. He's an older kitty, but he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Hello, Dolcino. Hello, hi. Okay, I have a couple things to talk with you all today about that are kind of serious, okay? Chat. Everybody on Twitch, everybody on YouTube, I have some things to discuss that are kind of serious, but a big caveat here, but you have to promise not to freak out, not to panic, not to doomsday, okay? Got it? Do you understand? It's very important. I need you to all remain calm, okay? It's not the G word. I'm not graduating, okay? It's nothing like that, okay? But, if anyone was at your feet, it would be angel dust. I wish. Yeah, so you kind of hit it on the head, Celestia. The thing I was at the doc for, yes. So, I mentioned this in vague terms a couple of streams ago. It's not TMI, okay? I will keep it as detail-free as possible. But basically, there was, an expression of blood, and I was a little worried, because blood should not normally come out of where it came out. And so, you know, I had an appointment with my doctor, and she gave me some medication for things. Hello, Brett. Hello. I'm right in the middle of story time. It's very important, so I'll talk to you as soon as I'm done. I promise. So I went to go see this doctor, and I've got a new medication, one for migraines and one for anxiety attacks, if I ever get them. I don't have them too often, but I don't know. Apparently I have these episodes that my doctor thinks are anxiety attacks, panic attacks, so just in case I have medication for that. But with the expression of blood from the torso area, I was concerned, right? So I had a mammogram scheduled, right? It's supposed to be on the 20th, correct? Yes. Then I went home. All was fine. And then, something a little worrying that happened a couple days ago is that I started getting really bad pain in the torso area, in the right torso area. And I felt basically what felt like a lump in one breast. And obviously that's not something you want to feel in your breast. It's not something you want to feel. And I was having this pain, and I was having this blood, and I was concerned, obviously, so I went to the doctor again, and she was like, we're very concerned, you should come in right away. So I did, and they did an exam, and they're like, you're experiencing a lot of tenderness, a lot of pain, you know, we're gonna schedule you for an ultrasound as well. So I have an ultrasound and a mammogram scheduled for both sides of the torso, okay? And it could be nothing. Chat, are you listening? It could be absolutely nothing. It could be just, you know, a denser lump of tissue. It could just be a blocked milk duct. It could be a cyst. I don't know. It could be absolutely nothing. Okay? Nobody panic. All right? So, you know, I'm obviously worried. And then they had to actually delay my ultrasound, my mammogram. They had to delay it. Now it's in 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks until I can get my mammogram and my ultrasound for that torso area. So nobody freak out, nobody panic, nobody start throwing around the C word, okay? The good news is I don't have any like other weird signs. Like because the area hurts, that's actually a good sign, apparently. And because I'm not losing like weight unexpectedly without trying, I'm not like losing mysterious amounts of weight, so that's good. You know, I'm able to eat normally, drink normally for the most part. I also have to have an endoscopy later because sometimes I have trouble eating. I don't know. But like, anyway, the point is, you know, I'm a little concerned that there's like a lump in that area, and it's kind of painful, you know, and it's scary. I don't know what it is, so I just need everybody to remain real calm. Okay, everybody needs to be calm. Nobody needs to be freaking out. Okay, and we'll take it as it comes. We'll see what it is, and I'll let you guys know what it is when I get an update. Like I said, it's probably just a really dense part of tissue. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. No matter how much I play Nurse Love Addiction, I'm not a doctor. So we're all just gonna like be calm about it, okay? We're all gonna be chill about it. And I need you guys to like give me lots of love and support. Okay? So I don't freak out. I need you not to freak out so I don't freak out. Nobody panic or I'm gonna panic, okay? Alright? It's not happening to you, so don't panic. Alright. You know, worst case, chat. You didn't hear this from me, okay? But even if it's like the worst case and they need to do like a mastectomy or something, like worst case and they have to like chop off my breasts, I don't mind too much because that means I would finally be ultra super flat, pancake flat. So like, you know, you gotta think of things with like a silver lining, okay? So nobody heard that, alright? We're not thinking it's anything bad. Hello, Shadow Mint. I was giving a little health update. You just got into a little health update is all. But it's fine. Nobody freak out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Anyway. So, what else? I'm on day 2 of my new migraine medication. I don't know if it's really doing anything. I take it like at bedtime. I take one little thing at bedtime, and it's like, it's supposed to help. So we'll see how it goes. Like, if I start getting like gnarly side effects, I'm obviously gonna stop taking this medicine with doctor consultation. So at least I have my new migraine medicine. So, you know, that's something. They still deny me my prescription Nurtec and my Botox for migraines because they suck. They don't like me. American healthcare. Eagle cry. You're not already? Yes, I am. What? What are you talking about, huh? I am completely, completely 1000% flat. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me pull myself a little bit down. Hey Moto, hope you're having a good day today. I'm having an okay day today. Not a great day, to be honest. I went to the grocery store to go grocery shopping, and it turns out that like I thought I had money in my account, and I did not have the money in my account, chat. I did not have the money in my account. Because it takes a while for the money to actually hit your account. If you get a donation, and it's on the weekend, it's gonna take, like, at least 2 full days for it to hit your account. So I thought I had money in my account. I did not have money in my account. I'm at the grocery store. It's a zoo. It's super busy. Everybody's pushing and shoving. I accidentally knocked over an entire display of curry ramen, and everybody was staring, and I was on my knees scrambling to pick it up, and I couldn't afford snacks. So I will go back next week to get snacks. Anyway, let me greet the new people in the chat. Hello, Jax. Hello, Brett. Hello, Shadow Mint. Okay, I think that's everybody. That I got. Anyway, let me get a quick sip of water. Yeah, it was a disaster. I was so disappointed. I didn't get my little snacks. I didn't get my little treat. Coal-fight is the fastest, but for some reason, even though it's on the weekend, it will take, like, let's say you have a donation of like $5, okay? If you have a donation of $5, Ko-Fi will put it in your PayPal, but PayPal to your bank account. My bank account, for some reason, I have a business PayPal account for YouTube. For some reason, it takes a full, like, 2 days to hit my account on the weekend. If it's on Friday, I get the donation on Monday. It will not go through on the weekend. I don't know why. There's no other option to make it faster. It won't let me do like an instant deposit. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like this on my business account. I don't know. The point is, I went to the grocery store, and then I realized after I got there that I didn't actually have money, and it was embarrassing. And I couldn't get any of my snacks. But, I did practice driving today. I drove in a circle in an empty parking lot. And there were like 2 other people learning how to drive. And I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't practice right now. There's other people who aren't experienced in driving. But I did. I learned how to use the turn signal, and I learned how to drive in a circle. Wow! Amazing! So, like, I tried. I really tried. Let me get a sip of water. I still didn't get a sip of water. Hold on. Anyway, so, you know, I don't trust PayPal after getting hacked last night. Oh no, I'm sorry. How do I connect to your Discord with my new account? Pretty sure my old one is safe, but it's inactive. You mean like for the server? Is that what you mean? I can put a link at the end of the stream for the server. Somebody just remind me at the end so I can put a link in the chat for the server. Driving is a pretty big deal too. It is so scary. It's so scary. I don't know how to park. Oh, and I learned I tried for the first time going backwards in reverse. That's scary. That's so scary. Nanashi! Hello, Nanashi over on Twitch. Hello. I'm sorry you missed like my big health update. I'm sorry you missed the big health update. You will have to watch the VOD, I guess. I'm sorry. I can like do a recap at the end of the stream. Scary backwards, but yeah, so scary. I guess like a real quick 2-second, too long didn't read TLDR. They found a suspicious lump in the breast. So I will have a ultrasound and a mammogram in 3 weeks. Yeah, that's what you missed. That was my health update that you missed. You want scary? Parallel parking! Dun dun dun! Don't even. No, it's scary. Parallel parking is scary. Discord server? Okay, just remind me at the end. And I'll make it so like 3 people or whoever can enter it, okay? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Also, another thing I wanted to mention that's not scary, okay? I'm done talking about health stuff. I'm done talking about medicine. I'm done talking about driving. I want to talk about fun stuff now, okay? Fun stuff, okay? So, other things going on is that commissions are still open, but I'm gonna close them soon because there hasn't been much interest. I thought that there would be a lot of interest because like 2 or 3 people said that they wanted to commission me, but they weren't able to for whatever reason. So I am probably gonna close commissions, I don't know, in a week or 2? Something like that. I don't know. Hello, Z-Blade. Hello, fun stuff is fun! Yeah! 楽しいことは楽しいんだよ! Something like that. The forum is open right? Okay, cool. Yeah, it should still be open! But in like a week or 2, I'm gonna close it. Blah, 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 blah. What is human speech? Oh my god. I'm practically trying to find something I like, but it's a lot harder than I thought. Oh, thank you, Tochino! Thank you! Arigato! Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah! Oh, hold on. I'm about to talk about my game real quick. You just have them open all the time and everybody wants to commission they could. That's a good idea, Starstein. But if I do, then I have to pin my commission post. And I feel like I want to have like some supply and demand, right? Especially because in the summer, I'm going to be recording for my game, which is like next month in June, I'm going to be recording for my game. And my voice is going to be so tired from recording like 600 lines in the summer in June. So like I probably wouldn't have voice commission to open during that time. And you know, I guess I just want to have like some supply and demand. You know, I want to keep it like limited, so it gives people the opportunity to commission in a limited amount of time, because I don't always want to like be on demand, if that makes sense. Like I don't always want to be able to be told, hey, here's, I don't know, $100, go write this fanfiction for me. And sometimes I just don't feel like it. But I really did consider that. Like, if people would consistently commission me, then I would have them open all the time. But usually the commissions I get are pretty darn rare. And if there's no interest, then I don't want to keep them open. It's demoralizing. It's demoralizing, so it's demoralizing, so I have them closed. I didn't forget, but I just can't write to save myself. I'm considering to book the You Write Stuff for half of it by now. Go for it. You know, if you have like a half-baked idea or even no idea, we can chat, we can talk. Just, you know, slap in the form so I don't forget. How to English. Yeah. English is my native language, and I stammer and forget stuff all the time. How to word good. 僕はどうやら話すかな。英語とか日本語とかどうやって話すことか。どうやって話せるかな。喋っているかな。僕は何もできない子。I'll try my best. I'll try my best to be like more coherent. Yeah, I always worry that I'm not like making myself clear enough. And this is a good segue for my game. So, I am currently recording for two characters. Mabel, One-chan, and Oleander. I'm recording with both voice actors twice a week. So Mabel once a week, and then Oleander the second time. So one voice actor. Jesus, what is math? 2 voice actors once a week. Yeah, 2 voice actors once a week. So I record with Mabel's voice actor on Tuesday, and then Thursday I record with Oleander's voice actor. But wording can't be hard. Wording is so hard, Nanashi. What is words? What is words? What is words? I know a bunch of British streamers who can butcher a word or 2 sentences. A 2-sentence word or 1 word response. I get tongue-tied. You know, this is why I love writing so much, because I can say exactly what I want to say. I can express myself exactly how I want to express myself in writing. So much harder to be on the ball when you are speaking off the top of your head. Hello, Chief Rob. How are you doing? But anyway, so I have been recording with 2 voice actors once a week, so that's 2 sessions per week. And unfortunately, I did not clarify to one of the voice actors that, hey, I need every single take to be separated. I need every single take of every line to be separated. They misunderstood. They didn't quite understand. That's my fault for not being clear enough. So what they did was, instead of doing every take in a separate file, like line 1, take 1, line 1, take 2, what they did was they put all the takes in a single file. They put all the takes in a single file, which means I am currently manually separating every single take myself into individual files. And it's not the voice actor's fault. It's my fault. It's my fault for not being clear enough. And after that, I made sure to tell all the voice actors, hey, I need every single take to be separated. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go in and manually separate it. I am still working on this. We recorded like 50 lines yesterday, and I'm still going through it and manually separating them. And it's a couple hours each time to manually separate each like line. I'm doing like 10 lines an hour. It's a lot, and it's very exhausting. But the important thing is that we are finally recording with the voice actors. I am staggering payments, so I don't have to pay him like an exact lump sum. Hello, Pumpkin. Hello, you made it. And we didn't even start the game yet. Also, hello, Frankie. I'm really upset because they showed up too early. My friends are here. Oh, I hope they show up soon. I'm glad you made it. But yeah, you know, things that's part of the joy of visual novel development is fixing this stuff yourself, I guess. But really, it's not the voice actor's fault. It's my fault for not communicating clearly enough. So, you know, I was able to stagger payments with like Fuyuko's voice actor. I'm able to stagger payments in installments, so I don't have to pay all at once. That is how I'm able to afford this. But as you can see, we are still at 72%. If we could push this up a little bit further to 90%, I would be so happy. If we could get this to 90%, I'll be so happy. But anyway, so that's what I'm dealing with right now. The sprites should be done sometime at the end of May. Hello, Mingfan. Oh, konnichiwa. How are you doing? At least it just leaves all actors at once like this. No. Two voice actors is hard enough in a week. That's hard enough. Yeah, I haven't started Fuyuko's recording yet, Fuyuko's voice actors recording yet, because they're super busy until like July. They're super busy. So far I paid them like a little bit just to like record some samples to put in the trailer, so that's what I have right now. And Mabel's voice actor, we're really coming along. We are at about like 35% of the script recorded, and then with Oleander's voice actor, we're a little behind, but it's fine. It's okay. We'll get it done. As long as I don't have to manually separate any more lines, which is a big pain in the butt. 9,000! It's over 9,000! I wish we had 9,000%. If we had 9,000%, oh my god, we would have like harem route. We would have, like, first off, we would meet all the stretch goals. In case you don't know, there are stretch goals for this game. The last stretch goal is 17,000, and that stretch goal means extra endings. So right now, each character gets 1 ending each, but if we reach the stretch goal, which is 17,000, then each character gets a good ending and a bad ending. I removed the stretch goals from this bar because it was very clear we weren't gonna make it. But if we hit 100% on this bar, then I will add on the stretch goals so we can have extra content, you know? Maybe extra CG, extra endings, stuff like that. What is 9,000 times 50,500? I don't know, but like a bunch. We would have real life angel dust. What does that mean? Do you mean the drug? Drugs are bad. Do not do hard drugs. Do not do drugs, period, in fact, unless they're medicinal and you need them. Let me get a sip of water. Hold on. The extra content can be the latest installment. That's the hope. If we reach 100%, and if we reach the stretch goals, I will try my best to have those extra scenes. Those extra scenes mean extra art and extra voice acting. That's why they're stretch goals. But I think it would be so cool. I have like the most heartbreaking idea for an extra scene, and I can't tell you about it. The character! Oh, you mean the character. How much money do you need total to get to 100%? Let me do the math! Hold on. Good question. I think... Hold on. I have like a rough guesstimate. Hold on. Hold on. Don't ever ask me to do math. Let me see. 15500. I'm guesstimating we've earned... This is a guesstimate because I don't feel like going through every single... I don't feel like going through every single donation right now, but I'm guesstimating about 4,000, 4,500, about maybe even 5,000 to reach 100%. But you know, we're not there yet, and that's okay. I mean, this is a guesstimate. This is a guesstimate, okay? I'm gonna say roughly around 4K. Yeah, and that's including like setting money aside for taxes and stuff like that. Whoops! I didn't realize I had the scary toggle on. It's because the numbers are tied to my hotkeys. That's why. Yeah, I'm guessing 4 to 5K. I'm guessing. If you want me to give you an exact number, I'm gonna have to add up every single donation, and I don't feel like doing that. If you're really serious, I can add up the donations, but I'm guessing we've earned about 10K, maybe 10K and $500. I'm guessing, roughly. I don't think we've earned 11K, but I'm guessing about 4K to be 100 for 100%. So, you know, we'll see. That's why I have commissions open. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So we'll see. Oh, I did actually get a very nice message today from somebody who works at Just, and they said, "We're really looking forward to your game." And I was so flattered to hear that. I was so flattered. So I'm really hoping that I can have a vertical slice. And the sooner I have a vertical slice, what I mean when I say vertical slice, you gotta think of a slice of cake, okay? Let me pull up a visual for you all. Hold on, I need to pull up a visual because I am a visual learner. Let me pull up a slice of cake. Okay, I need a slice here. Here's a good picture. It's an ugly cake, but whatever. Okie dokie, let me pull up a slice of cake to show you. This doesn't really look like a tasty cake. Why is there a tomato on it? I don't understand. Anyway, hi Tommy. Sneezy boy! Sneezy baby! Why are you sneezy? He's sneezy. My baby boy is sneezy. Okay, so you have a slice of cake, right? So you have the frosting. You have the cake, right? Then you got like the cucumber. Why is there cucumber in this cake? I don't understand, whatever. You have the cucumber, you have the tomato, you have the egg, you have the ham, right? Okay, these are all layers of cake, right? Right? Okay. So the layers of the cake, you have, if we were gonna compare this to an eroge, okay, you have the art, the sprites, the background, the voice acting, the writing, the user interface. And that is a rough idea of a vertical slice. It's every part of the sandwich or the eroge or the cake or whatever metaphor you want to use. It's every part of the eroge that comes together to form like a coherent snapshot of what it's gonna be, is what a vertical slice is. So basically, the sprites, the background, the voice acting, the music, and the what was the last thing? BGM, voices, sprites, background, user interface. Yeah. Basically, what the visual novel is going to be like when it's out is what a vertical slice is. I still don't understand why the hell there's a cucumber in this cake. Anyway, whoops, I didn't mean to open that. No! Close it, I didn't mean to open that. Okay. The programming. I don't really need the programming done in order to have a vertical slice yet. I mean, obviously it's important, but I don't, like, just for example, like a Steam page, or like a Just USA product page, I don't need the programming to be done. When the Milk of Repentance is, when that was listed on the site, I was using placeholder backgrounds. I wasn't using final backgrounds yet. In fact, I didn't get the final backgrounds until like the last 4 months of game development, because the background artist. Anyway, long story. Lots of people ghosted on that project. Lots of people were inappropriate and unprofessional on that project. So, you don't really need the programming to be done if you're just making a product page. Obviously, I do want the programming done soon. But before the programming can be done or even start, I need to have the assets. So right now the sprites are being worked on and the backgrounds are almost all done. The backgrounds. Do you guys like the backgrounds, by the way? I want to know. I really hope you do. It's kind of like, it's 3D background that's been painted over it. I hope you guys like it. I'm always worried that it might clash with the sprites, but I think it's very pretty. Once I cash my check, I'm going to set some money aside to calm you, because that's more bang for my buck. I will gladly write anything you want, Pumpkin. Let's do it! Let's do, what is it? Queer for queer art. Support queer art. I will gladly write something for you, or voice act, you know. I'm so sorry to hear that. I still really want to play your self-ship game with Angel-chan. You know what? Just because I can't enjoy my first game anymore doesn't mean that I'm not happy that other people enjoy it. I'm so happy when people enjoy it. Every day I hope to get like a nice review or like, you know, like something written on the Jazz page or something written on like VNDB, something nice, something kind, because that was my first game and it took a ton of effort. And honestly, I can't like it anymore. I can't enjoy it anymore due to the various experiences I had working on that game. You know, there was harassment. There was people running off with the money and not delivering. There were people dropping out at the last minute. It was a very hard experience. And by the final year of production, I just wanted it to be over with. I wanted it to be over with. And I just tried my best to finish it. I finished it. And now it's done. Now I don't want to think about it anymore. Now I'm working on a new game that's all original, with a professional cast. Everybody's acting professional. There's contracts involved, you know. So I've learned my lesson the hard way with this past experience. So if nothing else, it was a good learning experience. And now I know how to make it at August. So, you know, I don't regret all of it. I don't. But I really hope you like it, and I really hope you enjoy it. Just because I can't play it, I can't like fondly remember it, doesn't mean that you can't. It always makes me so happy when I get nice reviews. Every time it gets better. Aw, thank you, Celestia. I am trying. This time, gonna be my magnum opus. I saw that somebody rated my game like as better than Bustafellows. Better than Bustafellows on VNDB, which is crazy. VNDB is like, Bustafellows is amazing, and somebody rated it higher than Bustafellows. That's crazy. Hello, Quantum Reed. Hello. Thank you for the little confetti and the hearts. Thank you. Welcome. How are you? How are you doing today? Let me get a quick sip of water. I think I talked about everything I want to talk about. I talked about my current game campaign. I talked about my commission being open. Talked about my health and the scary stuff going on there. Think that's about everything I want to talk about. So let me get a sip of water and then we can finally start playing Hoshizora no Memoria. And also, I love Chinami-chan forever, five ever. Alright, let me go over. Mwah. I'm great. You saw a double rainbow. Oh, that's so cool. That's a really good sign of good luck. I saw a double rainbow. Congratulations. You're making a game. Yes, I am. I've made one game before. And I'm making a second game. I'm making a second game right now. In fact, hold on. Hold on. Let me pull up the game first. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Pull up the game. Hoshizora no Memoria. Okay. Here we are. Oh, it's not showing up. Bear with me. Here we are. So, while I have your attention, I want to show you all my key art for my game because it's super cool. And I paid a lot of money for that. So I want to show you the amazing key art for my game. This is my game that I've worked on. I'm still working on it. Okie dokie. I think I could just put it here in YouTube Studio. Wait, hold on. Where did it go? Okay. Yeah, there we are. I hope you can see. Hello, Memento. Hello. I am shilling my game because I'm allowed to do that. It's my game. I've worked on it. Game. Yeah, it's not done. It's chill. It's not done. It's not done. But you have Melissa, Marisa-chan, Ellie. She is the protagonist. This girl with the twin tails. Then you have Fuyuko, which is in the upper right-hand corner, the brown-haired girl, Fuyuko. She's like a tomboy, princely mode, my favorite. Then you have Mabel in the bottom right-hand corner, the pink girl. She is like the Onesama type. And then in the left-hand side, you have Oleander, who is the Oni-chan, the blood-related older brother. And yeah, they're all great in a variety of ways. Okay, let me get rid of that. And then I guess I can show you the sprites as well. They're not done yet, but I can show you the sketches. Wait, that's not it. Here it is. So you have Shushinko-chan, you have the protagonist, Marisa or Ellie. I play her, I will voice her. Why did I give myself 600 lines? I don't know. But she's the protagonist. This is her normal school uniform, her casual wear, and her pajamas. She's super duper cute. Hello, Dark Vito. I'm just giving you a rundown of my game before we start playing Hoshimemo because I'm a shameless shill of my game. Because I'm real proud of it, guys. So we have the protagonist. Very cute. Very adorable. We have Mabel, One-chan. We have Mabel, this One-chan older sister, mother type. If you like that, she's like very sweet. She loves to garden. She's like the headmaster's daughter, so she's very high up in the rank. As you can see, she's like Konkyu type. She's large tracts of land. The most talented. That's a Sailor Moon reference if you don't know. The most talent was used as a euphemism for large breasts in the 90s Sailor Moon dub. Anyway, so you have Mabel. She's super cute. I love her. She's like probably one of my favorite characters. Definitely one of my favorite love interests. Voicing the main characters is a smart move in hindsight. Is it though? I mean, I cast some really big names for this game. So I feel like I can't stand up to their talent. I can't compare to their talent. Then we have Fuyuko. Sorry for the panty shot. Whoops. So you have Fuyuko. Fuyuko is a girl. Okay, she's like a tomboy type. She's like tomboy-esque. She's like the prince. If you like a deep-voiced princely types, you're gonna love her. I love her. She's my favorite. Her and Mabel. It's a tie between her and Mabel for my favorite love interest. She is like very rude, very cold, not like kind of like borderline a bully. So she's great. I love Fuyuko. She's so hot. Oh my god. I have her tailor-made to hit every single point I love. Flat-chested, boyish, deep voice, yandere, possessive, like every single. She hits every single one of my favorite charm points. Every single one. She's tailor-made. Tailor-made to suit exactly my taste and nobody else. Lastly, we have Oni-chan. We have Oni-chan Oleander. I initially imagined him to be much more teasing and kind of sadistic, but now that I'm actually recording the voices, he sounds a lot more earnest and kind, which is very interesting. So you have Oni-chan over here, the blood-related older brother. And it's really funny. I love this pose. Like, I think I told the artist I want him to be inviting the heroine over. And what he looks like is the meme where it's like, let's take ibuprofen together, is what he looks like. It's so funny. So this is Oni-chan. So, yeah, that is the characters of my game, the key art of my game. If you want to donate, you can. You definitely can if you're interested in donating or spreading the word. So that's what's going on. Okay, let's actually play the game I'm supposed to play now. Yes, Halo. Boy or girl for what? Boy or girl for what? For Fuyuko? Fuyuko is a girl. Oleander's a boy. The last one, he's a boy. He's a boy. Ibuprofen, baby! I love that pose. It's so kind of dorky. Alright. So, we are the mean Oni-chan, and we shook off our beloved little sister, Chinami. I shook Chinami off without a moment's delay. Stop playing around so we can get going.
Oni-chan, tereteru.
I love you, Chinami. I will die for you, Chinami. Buzz off.
でもお兄ちゃん観察日記によると、お兄ちゃんが目をそらして毒づくときは、照れてるか後ろめたいことがあるときか、もしくは恋にドキドキして。
She has a Big Brother observation diary. And I think he tore it up or something, the last one. And she has a copy. She's so smart. I love her. I'm definitely gonna do her route first. No! I ripped it to shreds! No! Para. No!
2冊目もお亡くなりに
No! You know what? I am forming the Chinami Defense Club. Chinami Defense Club! I am the president. I am the bucho! Because I love Chinami and she deserves so much better. I'm leaving you behind.
待ってよ、いいよもう。どうせその日記は鑑賞用だもん。保管用は別にあるもん。
Girl, you gotta stop showing him your secret diary! Stop showing it to him! Stop showing it to him! He's gonna tear it up! I can't do her first. I can't do her route first? That's a bummer. Who can I do first? I wanna do her route first. Girl, you gotta stop showing him these diaries. He's gonna destroy them. But also very smart. I love her resourceful thinking. We started running towards the hilltop as if we were playing a game of tag.
あの人たち喧嘩したみたい。
Oh, these two! That's right, they think we're dating. They think the Oni-chan and the Moto are dating. Also, I love this blur effect! I am in love with this blur effect.
血は喧嘩でしょうか。彼女が怒って彼氏を追いかけてるね。彼氏の浮気を問い詰めた挙句に逃げられたという図式に見えますね。
I love how they're narrating this like it's a soap opera.
じゃあ、この旅行は彼氏の浮気を吐かせるために仕組んだ彼女の巧妙な罠なのかな。
I really love what's her name? Asuko? I don't remember what her name is. You gotta do Isuzu first. But Chinami-chan is best.
可能性は高そうです。クワバラクワバラ。
Knock on wood in my ass. Please God, if you exist out there, make damn well sure these two don't end up being of the same grade as me. If they actually end up in the same class as them, I won't even be able to look them in the eye. You need to do either of these two rounds first. These two? One of these two up here?
あれ、お兄ちゃん。
Why is Chinami's route locked? After a 5-minute walk from Hibari High, a large fence blocked our path.
展望台って立ち入り禁止だったの？
No. I love her little bunny hair clips. Oh, they're the cutest. No, back before we moved, you can get through there no problem. Hello, Clockborg! Hello! Welcome! You're just in time for the Moto!
じゃあ今は工事でもしてるのかな？
That would be the case. They would normally have a sign hung up somewhere to inform people of the starting date and projected completion date for the construction work. They make you work for it. Chinami, are you still coming with me?
ついてくるって、お兄ちゃんこの先も行くの？
Chinami's route is worth every second. Oh, I want to play it. Well, yeah.
でも行き止まりだよ。
We'll just circle around the fence through the woods.
今晩のおかずに山菜でも取るの？
How did you even arrive at that conclusion? I think I clearly stated I was going to look out. I know who Isuzu is. I know who she is. I am no babe in the woods. You think I do not do my eroge research? Of course I know who Isuzu is. I entered the woods that stretched out towards the view of the road.
待ってよお兄ちゃん。
That hard blur, I love it. She grabbed my arm.
なんでそこまでして展望台行きたいの？
What does it matter to you? Hi, Jitsu, welcome! You're just in time. We're playing Hoshizora.
よくないよ。
Why?
理由くらい知っとかないとちなみの服が汚れそうになるじゃない。
So you're coming?
うん。だってお兄ちゃんの思いに任されてるから。
I heaved a deep sigh. I'm going there to see someone.
展望台に誰かいるの？
Yeah, probably.
誰？
How could I explain it to her?
お兄ちゃんの友達。
Something like that.
昔よく展望台で遊んでたって人？
Found myself unable to come up with an immediate reply. She's more perceptive than you would think.
ちなみにずっと気になってたんだけど、子供の頃からずっと気になってたんだけど、その人って女の人？
Uh-oh. What difference does it make? You fool!
初恋の人なんてロマンチックなこと言わないよね。
Of course not.
なんか図星っぽいな。
No, it's not like we were children and we promised to marry or anything.
お
Why?
兄ちゃん、その人のこと好きなの？
Of course not.
お兄ちゃんのバカバカバカバカバカバカバカ。
I love this translation. You dumb! You big dumb fat doofus dummy McDumb face! I love the little hitting sound effects.
この先
I wanna
に
use that
ちなみ
sound
のお兄ちゃんをかどわかした悪女がいるんだね。
Chinami rushed ahead of me into the woods.
スカートに枝が引っかかった。切れちゃう、破けちゃう、しかも見れちゃう。お兄ちゃんに見られちゃう。
Undies. Who translates pantsu as undies? Stop playing around, let's go.
なんでちなみのパンツをいつもスルーするんだよ。
No, I want to see. Boy, is it hell having a little sister in puberty. That's the perfect time! She's so cute. She is so cute. I love and adore her. He's so mean to her! Didn't actually take that much time to circumvent the fence. We only had to push through the thicket a little and we were there in no time. Taking along Chinami, who grumbled non-stop regardless, the two of us arrived at the lookout before long. However...
誰もいないよ。
Oh, the cicadas! The cicadas. When the higurashi cry, higurashi no nakokoro ni. The hitting sound effects? Yes, I need to know what sound effects are used for hitting. I need to know. I want them! I want that file!
お兄ちゃんきっと振られたんだよ。でも元気出しなよ。しのさんのごちそうが心の底から楽しみだね。
It was really getting on my nerves by now, so I gave her nose a pinch. Rude! Domestic violence! Sibling abuse!
お兄ちゃん息ができないよ。いくらここが新鮮な空気だからって口呼吸だけじゃ心もとないよ。ちなみに窒息死しちゃうよ、このままじゃ。
Go right ahead.
なんて軽い死刑宣告。
I know, he's so heartless. Also, armpit. True to her word, there didn't appear to be anyone here. I walked a single lap around the lookout, but it only further confirmed my initial observation.
お兄ちゃん、ちなみと二人っきりになったね。
Man, I'm sure she'd be here too. Not like I was completely certain, but something about that girl made me expect to find her here waiting for me.
ここなら誰はばかることなく何でもできるね。
何でもできるか。武道館 She's gone. If this is Satan stop, you're already too like God. I love Higurashi. We should play it. I had questions I wanted to ask her. Questions that I couldn't rest without getting answers to. Are you the girl I used to play with back then? Are you the girl from the
ち
lookout?
なみいいよ。お兄ちゃんとだった。
We're totally ignoring her. We're totally ignoring her. That pinched nose affect is cute. Yeah, it's like the nasally, the nasally. The nasally kind of pinched nose sound. Okay, time to go home.
バカバカバカバカバカバカバカ。
She gave you the green light. How could you refuse us? I love the sound effects. Again, hits rain down on me. You can go ahead.
お兄ちゃんも帰るんじゃないの？
There's still a chance she might show up, so I think I'll wait here a bit longer.
ダメだよお兄ちゃん。恋を忘れるには新しい恋に出会うことが一番なんだよ。
あ、ジャッジはお会いできて本当に嬉しいです。僕も嬉しいよ。最高に楽しい時間を過ごしましょうね。あなたのことが大好き。うわ、大好きって。うわ、告白しちゃった。いやー、みんなの前に告白しちゃった。うわ、みんなの前に行って。うわ。でも僕のことを本当に愛しているなんて嬉しいよ。大好きってありがとう。嬉しいよ。うわー、ありがとう。僕も大好き。みんなも大好き。I love everyone. Thank you. This is really sweet. The fact that she just kept going while he pinched her nose. I know. I love CHINAMI. She is determined to love her Oni-chan. She is so devoted. I love her. What is she talking about? I wish I had a cute little sister like her. I'll make sure to be back in time for dinner.
そんなにその人に会いたいの？
Well, yeah.
じゃあ電話でもすればいいんじゃない？
We don't have phone numbers. I have no way to contact her whatsoever. The sole piece of information I had was her
昨
name.
日は会えたの？
Yeah.
どんなこと話したの？その人どんな人なの？
CHINAMI kept pestering me with questions about the girl from the lookout.
ちなみには言えないの？
Yeah, I hit the nail on the head. Not it, not at all.
少しは躊躇して欲しかったよお兄ちゃん。
I didn't know how to explain this to her. Probably wouldn't believe it.
何が？
What kind of girl she is. Once I found myself a suitable spot of grass and sat down, CHINAMI followed suit. The cicadas are so unnerving. From here we had an unbroken view of the town of Hibarikasaki, tinged with a shade of deep orange by the setting sun. Sight was so vivid that it stung my eyes, causing me to squint as we continued our conversation. See, she turned out to be a Shinigami. That girl bore an almost identical resemblance to the girl from the lookout. Love the BGM. I want to save. Also, I love this UI! It's so good! My memories of that time are fogged up, but when it comes to her, there are parts that still remain clear and unblemished. One of those parts being her appearance. In that regard, the girl from yesterday looked like she came straight out of my memory. She was a mirror image of the girl from the lookout. The sole distinguishable difference was her outfit, as well as the massive scythe she hauled around with her, which could also be seen as part of her outfit. It looks like the moon. It looks like the moon. Are you? Regardless of whether I wanted to approach her or not, the scythe she currently held in her hand acted as a sort of warning sign, which prevented me from inching any closer either way. Are you who I think you are? All I could do was manage to squeeze out that single question with a shaky voice.
あの子
The girl in front of me was a mirror image of the girl from the lookout. However, the appearance stored in my memories only went up until the time we parted ways. Her looks from her childhood days, to be exact. It would be nigh impossible for her to look exactly the same as she did all those years ago. Speak for yourself! I matured since then myself. My height, for instance, had gone up by 40 centimeters. So likewise, she should have grown and changed too. All of this brought me to the conclusion that there was no possible way this girl before me was the same girl from the lookout. Yeah, I don't think it's the same girl. However, that only raised more questions. Then why did she bear the features that she did? Why was she so shockingly identical to that girl?
あの子って誰
Well,
私の名前を聞いてるの
yeah. I was left stammering, cowed by a girl that was clearly younger than me.
私の名前はメア
Mare!
これでいい
It was a different name from the girl from the lookout. Far from it, in fact. Her name didn't even sound Japanese. So do I assume she's a different girl entirely from the lookout girl? For a moment, I entertained the possibility of her being a foreigner, but her fluent, natural-sounding Japanese made me discard that idea. どうかな? 外国人は日本語を話せられないってどういう意味って教えてくださいね。僕はバカな外人だからわかんない。What do you mean foreigners can't speak Japanese, huh? You want to run that by me one more time, punk? Then again, I guess it is entirely possible. Thank you! It is entirely possible for a foreigner to be fluent in Japanese. そうだよ! これは事実! But really, all of that isn't important right now in the first place. She's not the girl from the lookout I wanted to see. I mean, I'm not like native level, but like, I think I have a pretty darn good grasp on Japanese. She just looks like that girl. But she looked way too close for comfort. I once heard that each person has 3 doppelgangers somewhere in the world, though.
次は私の番
Okay. As Mare turned to face me directly, her scythe's silvery blade graphically reflected the starlight.
あなたは小笠坂陽君でしょ
How did she know that? Yeah.
やっぱり
How do you know this? She gave a light nod. What she had just said raised a question. She was a different girl from the lookout girl I knew. Then how come she knew my name? Can I ask you something?
いいけど
How do you know my name?
陽君自分のこと俺って呼ぶんだ
That's not what they said. She said, well, now you call yourself Ore. Wait, I need to hear it one more time.
陽君自分のこと俺って呼ぶんだ
Yo-kun, you call yourself Ore now. That remark removed any doubts. Maybe she wasn't the girl from the lookout, but at the very least she knew me from my childhood days. She knew what my voice used to sound like when I was younger. So you know me, huh?
うん
Where did we first meet?
ずっと昔私が待ちくたびれるくらいそれは過去
You've been waiting for me?
うん
Why?
約束があったから
So you really are? I knew it in my mind that it couldn't be, but everything else pointed to that being the case. What is this feeling? My heart was far from calming down. It was beating faster and faster by the second.
やっぱり何
Shook my head. Emphatically, I told myself repeatedly to just take deep breaths. Without any sort of composure, I couldn't possibly think straight. You said you've been waiting for me since when?
だからずっと昔言ったじゃない。
How many years ago exactly?
そんなの忘れたわ。
Let's just say hypothetically it was 7 years ago. How old would you have been then?
この私に年なんてないわ。
Oh no, she's Chinibyo. She's got the middle schooler syndrome. Oh, what?
だから私があなたに出会ったのは私が赤ん坊の頃じゃない。わかった？
Hold on a second. What did she just say? She doesn't have an age? No age? But what did that even mean?
そのままの意味だけど。
I'd really appreciate it if you could explain it in a way that I can actually understand.
これ以上の説明はないと思うけど。
I mean, something like you don't age because you're Shinigami, for instance? That was something that sprung to mind due to the outfit of the girl in front of me, a mare.
死神。
Seeming like she was ruminating over whether or not she was, Mare pensively repeated it to herself.
あなたがそれで納得するならそれでいいわ。
Don't worry about it! What is chronology? What is the passage of time? She accepted that label without argument. So basically, you don't age because you're Shinigami, and because of that, your appearance hasn't changed since we last met.
そうみたいね。
But, I mean, are you really a Shinigami?
あなたが自分で言ったんじゃない。
But, do you mean that Shinigami?
どの
Ryuk?
死神を指しているのか知らないけど、私という死神はこの私しかいないわ。
At this point, I started to feel like I was having a philosophical debate or something. Oh, I see. I now finally felt like I understood what she'd been trying to say. Is that a Shinigami cosplay?
コスプレ？
I've heard of Shinigami characters in the anime. You're saying that you aren't cosplaying as any of them because you made your own character. You dressed up as your own original character, right?
何言ってるのかさっぱりだわ。
That scythe is artificial, right?
こうしてここにあるんだから誰かが作ったものだとは思うけど。
Not a real scythe though, right?
何を指して本物なのかは知らないけど、私にとってこれは唯一無二だから本物だと思うけど。
But surely it isn't actually sharp, right?
切れるわ。
She declares it with confidence.
試してみる？
Nope. wait, hold up! If you actually cut me with that thing, it's not gonna be funny anymore.
切ってほしいんじゃないの？
They make you a real Shinigami if I ended up dying from that, right?
だから死神なんだってば。あなたが言ったくせに。
She was getting upset with me. She had finally revealed an expression befitting her age. Her anger took me aback for a second, but it also brought a sense of relief. Contrary to her looks, she did have a mature sort of vibe. Especially in the way she talked. Completely different from how the lookout girl used to talk. All of that led me to believe that it wasn't her after all. Okay, Mira-chan. For now, let's assume that you are in fact a Shinigami.
ちゃんづけ。
That made her even more irritated with me.
私の方がお姉さんなのに。
Although she wasn't the girl from the lookout, the way Mare said that reminded me of the girl from the lookout. But it's not like you could actually be older than me, right?
どうして？
Okay then, I know I already asked you this a little while ago, but how old are you?
死神は年なんて取らないわ。
What school do you go to?
死神は学校なんて通わないわ。
Where are your mom and dad at?
死神はお父さんもお母さんもいないわ。
No matter what I asked, it was essentially getting the same reply. Okay, let's assume all of that is true and go on.
仮定しなくても本当なのに。
What are you doing here?
言わなかった？
The corners of her mouth perked up. The bewitching smile that appeared on her face didn't quite fit her childlike looks.
あなたを待っていたの。
For what purpose?
約束を果たすために。
You mean the promise to reunite with me?
それだけじゃない。
Mare says so decisively.
あなたの悪夢を狩る約束を果たすために。 私は人の悪夢を狩る死神だから。お兄ちゃんの悪夢を狩る？
I don't know. Yeah, apparently.
それってどういう意味？
わかんない。That's what I wanted to know too.
お兄ちゃん、それからどうしたの？
I had a lot more questions pop up in my mind, but she disappeared.
帰っちゃったの？
I suppose. At that time, my surroundings suddenly grew darker. As soon as I noticed that the clouds had covered the stars up, she was already gone from my sight. She just vanished into thin air without a word of goodbye. Though I could also think of that as similar to the situation when the girl from the lookout had kissed me on my forehead. Another resemblance. That time when I counted to 60 with my eyes closed, only to find her gone as soon as I opened them. Anyhow, the gist of what I'm getting at is, if I leave out all that Shinigami stuff from the equation, practically every aspect about her was strangely identical to the little girl from the lookout.
それでまた会いたいと思ったの？
Yeah.
死神の格好した電波な子なのに？
Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick break, water some flowers. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. And we are back! We are back. Thank you for waiting. I had to check in on Momo-chan and feed Tommy-chan. I'm headed off and need sleep. Enjoy the rest of your stream, Kungo. Thank you, Drake. Please have a good sleep. Have a good rest. Chinami sure didn't mince her words.
大体その目当て子、お兄ちゃんが会いたかった女の子とは別人なんだよね。
From a logical standpoint, yeah.
お兄ちゃん、浮気はダメだよ。するならむしろもっと身近な子に目を向けるべきだとちなみは思うな。
Well, there aren't any girls I'm particularly close with.
アウトオブ眼中どころか異性とすら認識されてない？
When I checked the time on my cell phone, he's just ignoring her. I noticed that it was about time to head back. Thank you, Starscene. It being July, the days were longer, but the orange of the sky would still turn to a deep blue in short order. Let's go home. Shino-san's probably waiting. I urged on the now sullen Chinami. Sorry I made you tag along and all.
まったくだよ。ちなみもお腹ペコペコだよ。
Pretty cheeky, considering she's the one who wanted to come.
死神の格好した子、この町の子かな？
I reckon she has to be.
だったらこの場所じゃなくてもまた会えるんじゃないかな。そんな格好してるなら目立つだろうし。
Though she'd been taken to the nearest police station for questioning, not to mention the stern warning they'd give her, she were habitually walking around in that outfit throughout the day. Actually, on second thought, she'd just get flat out arrested for illegal weapon possession.
ここって理由は知らないけど立ち入り禁止になってるし、勝手に入ってるとお兄ちゃんが逮捕されるよ。
I guess, yeah, it's like illegal trespassing, right? True, I wouldn't want that. I'll try not to come too often.
二度と来ないってわけじゃないんだ。お兄ちゃんも諦め悪いんだから。
Something inside of me was telling me that I would only be able to see her here. Was it maybe because of the fact that she was nearly identical to the girl from the lookout? Or because this was a special place to both me and her? Or alternatively, was there some entirely different reason which compelled me so?
見て見てお兄ちゃん、初めて二人で展望台に来た記念に木の幹にあいあい傘のいたずら書きって言ったそばから消そうとしてる。しかもペンキで念入りに。
Oh no! She took the time to lovingly carve our names into a tree, and what did we do? We painted over it! Listen, my dear little Chinami, you just can't go and tarnish others' memories.
それじゃちなみの思い出はどうなるの？
Yeah, Chinami's right. You really need those, though?
真顔で聞かれるとほんと泣きたくなるよ。
Thank you, Brett. Glad to be back. By the time we got back home, the sun had already completely set. Perhaps it had something to do with this town being a lot further north compared to the city I used to live in, but it felt like the sun set relatively early despite it being summer.
ようちゃん、ちょっといい？
While I was eagerly waiting for dinner, Shino-san popped out from the kitchen. Why is it signed with Shino, but everybody else has their honorifics erased? Yes, of course. You need some help? I'm up and ready for any task. I might not look like it, but I'm quite adept when it comes to housework. I used to habitually help my mom with things that would have been rough for her alone. However, my main job back then actually consisted of babysitting Chinami, who would bring about calamity anytime she helped with something.
それじゃあスフレ焼いたんだけど、夕飯前にお隣さんに持って行ってくれる？引っ越しのご挨拶を兼ねて、ちなみちゃんと一緒にね。
Come to think of it, we still haven't said hello to our neighbors yet. We'll do. Hey, Chinami!
なになにお兄ちゃん。わあ、なにそれ、すっごく美味しそう。ちなみもう我慢できない。いただきます。
Chinami grabbed all three of the souffles in the box with one hand. Ah! Stuff them into her mouth in one go!
美味しいね、お兄ちゃん。どうしたの？なんでちなみのこめかみに拳当ててるの？やだ、ダメだよ、やめてよ。これはとても痛い愛の形だよ、お兄ちゃん。あらあら、ダメよ、ようちゃん。ちなみちゃんいじめちゃう。
Yeah, Shino-chan is totally right. It's perfectly nice of me to do. It's a form of discipline done out of love. If we don't scold her for that, she'll never learn right from wrong.
ちなみちゃん、美味しかった？すっごく美味しかったです。
I love this Scrumdiddlyumptious. I love the translation.
あ ありがとう。だからようちゃんも許してあげて。
You're being too soft on her, Shino-san. Shino-san is like the embodiment of kindness. I don't think I've ever once seen her angry in my entire life.
たくさん焼いてるからまたすぐ包むわね。
Shino-san returned to the kitchen.
今のスフレ、お母さんの味がしたよ、お兄ちゃん。
Huh.
今日のごちそうってそれかな。
You sure those supplies are supposed to be dessert? Bringing those to our neighbors, so don't eat anymore.
それは難しいよ、お兄ちゃん。スフレとタルトとマフィンはちなみの動力源だから、目についたら何を置いても口に入れることが DNA レベルで決まってるんだから。
I love muffins. I love muffins! So does that mean you'll stop functioning for good if I deny you that energy source?
真面目に相談されてる。
No, he's so mean.
はい、ようちゃん、ちなみちゃん、よろしくね。
With Shino-san's hand-baked souffles in hand, we walked over to the house next door. Our house was located at the foot of Yumemi Hill, so the surrounding area was relatively flat and level. The town's train station and shopping district were only a couple minutes walk away, but the location was convenient for both shopping and getting around.
お隣さんもそろそろ夕飯の時間かな。
Probably. I doubt they'd be out at this hour.
どんな人たちかな。お友達になれるかな。
During our time at Hibarikasaki, we lived in an apartment. It was also located a fair distance from the shopping district. Plus, I never came near the house we are living in now, so I was pretty unfamiliar with the residential area and the general vicinity. As such, I had no idea what to expect from our new neighbors.
表札に名前が載ってるね。
I know, Chinami-chan has such a cute little voice. Well, duh.
なんて読むのかな、この漢字。
Don't ask me. I think it says Ellie.
葵ちゃんとお友達になれるかな。
You better not call her Ellie-chan. It's just plain rude to call someone Chan on your very first time meeting them.
それは難しいよ、お兄ちゃん。ちなみの生涯の目標は友達1000人作ることで、相手が老若男女に限らず、ちなみにかかればお互いちゃん付けで呼び合う仲になるんだから。
She would have loved Facebook. Sometimes the things you say just make me cringe, Shinami-chan.
その目は友達に向ける目じゃないよ。
Turning her voice out, I pressed the doorbell button on the intercom. 10 seconds elapsed with no response.
留守なのかな。
But I see lights on. From the window, which seemed to belong to their living room, I could see clear light shining through the gap between the curtains. I rang the door another time.
誰も出ないね。
Well, now what do we do?
浄水器の押し売りとか新聞の勧誘とかと間違われてるのかな。
Back in the city, you'd often have these extremely pushy door-to-door sellers that would make it a habit to knock on your door, specifically around dinner. Tap water in this tower is clear enough as it is, so I doubt there'd be much need for any water purifiers.
あ、お兄ちゃん、ポストに新聞が刺さってる。
Don't look at their mail! Seemed like someone forgot to fetch the evening paper.
ひばりが先日報だって。
That's a local paper. I think we got the same paper back when we lived here.
お兄ちゃん、ちなみにいい考えがあるよ。
Idea rejected.
まだ何も言ってないよ。
Yeah, I see. That is quite the nice idea, I admit. No,
まだ何も言ってないってば。
there hasn't even been one instance of any idea thought up by Chinami having an overall net positive effect on the world.
とにかくここはちなみに任せておいて。
Without even giving me time to stop her, Chinami rang the doorbell.
すみません。ひばりが先日報のものですけど、集金に来ましたんで、出てきてください。
Are you out of your mind? That's fraud!
集金
Somebody came! Oh great, our good-natured neighbor actually fell for it!
あ、封鎖みたいに引っかかってる。引っかかる？
Just ignore her. Good evening there. This is the Aoi residence, right?
は
The gaze pointed our way was rife with suspicion.
お名前なんて言いますか？葵ちゃんって呼んでいいですか？
Our neighbor then did a complete 180. Wait, please don't go. We're your new neighbors. We just moved in yesterday.
さっき集金って言ったのに。
Ah, that was just...
騙される方が悪いんですよ。
Our neighbor turned around once again.
お兄ちゃん、これでこのスフレはちなみのものだよ。
Shut up already. Wow. No, I dug one of my fingers into her back.
ああ、そこはダメダメ。ちなみの弱いところだからとてもダメなの、お兄ちゃん。最近のセールスって怖い。
Seeing Chinami writhe in agony, our neighbor stared at her with a disturbed look. Sorry for lying about the subscription fee. You'll have to excuse my dim-witted little sister over there. She's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. Having offered my apology, I pressed her the box with the souffles. Feel free to eat these together with your family.
新聞の更新のおまけ?
No, nothing to do with that. Just a little greeting gift, you know? We moved into the house next door. She was still looking at us suspiciously. She decided to accept the box of souffles from me. Well, we'll be going then. Sorry to disturb you at this hour.
お兄ちゃん、早くその指溶けて。じゃないと、ちなみダメになっちゃう。おかしくなっちゃう。
I imagined him, like, digging a finger into, like, the knob of the spine, like a spinal disc. Chinami sends competition.
変な人。
You have to deal with this weirdo every day.
頑張ってください。
No! Why is everybody so mean to Chinami? Perfect. Looks like my plan to write you off an abnormal freak to make myself appear at least somewhat decent in comparison went by flawlessly.
ちなみって足に使われたの?
With this, her first impression of me can hardly be any better.
ちなみの第一印象は最悪だよ。
Let's go home, Chinami.
あの子と友達になれないどころか同情されちゃったらお兄ちゃんのせいだからね。
Yeah, knowing you, I don't think there's much to worry about. So mean. While you weren't able to hit 1,000 friends at your previous school, you made it all the way to an impressive 100. Let's get going. Chino-san's waiting. With a smile on her face, she latched onto my arm, even after I was so cruel. The quite literal feast Chino-san had prepared far surpassed the amount of food 3 people were capable of eating. I was seriously worried we couldn't manage to finish all of it, but Chino-san reassured us with a smile on her face that there wasn't any need to force ourselves to eat everything. Chinami, despite that, put her best effort into clearing every plate on the table. Chino-san's cooking tasted just like our mom's. Every so often, Chinami got this look on her face like she was about to burst into tears, but it didn't take long for her to break into a big smile and start shoveling food into her mouth again. Usually, I would have reminded her to keep it in moderation lest she wanted to get fat, but this time I just couldn't bring myself to say anything. I decided to simply give my full attention to the dishes in front of me, savoring each of them in turn. I relished in my memories with Mom, as well as Shino-san's kindness.
もうダメ。ちなみ死んじゃうかも。
Thus, Chinami, who didn't leave a single crumb on her plate, was now terribly groggy.
どうぞ、ちなみちゃん。お茶が入ったわよ。はい。
You're that bull, you could just leave the tea for later.
今日のちなみはいつものちなみ
I
と
love
違
this
うんだから。
sleepy expression. The way I saw it, she was just being her usual self that didn't think more than 5 seconds ahead.
ようちゃんもどうぞ。
Thanks, just what I need right now.
私、ちょっと仕事の方に戻るわね。何かあったらいつでも呼んでね。
After washing the rest of the dishes, Shiho-san went back to her office. Shino-san works as a picture book author, and as such does most of her work from home. Apparently, whenever a deadline approaches, she tends to shut herself in her workroom like this. Couldn't possibly thank her enough for taking time out of her busy schedule to prepare such a lavish feast to celebrate our moving in.
胃のわずかな隙間に熱いお茶がいい具合に染み渡るよ。
Get up and drink your tea, rude girl. Plus you'll get fat after you sleep right after eating. Is that true?
いいんだよ。今日のちなみはいつものちなみと違うんだから。
It most certainly was the usual Chinami. Whatever. Thanks to Chinami, we managed to finish Shiho-san's entire home-cooked dinner. Guess we'll go for a walk and get some fresh air.
どこ行くの？
Just taking a walk around the neighborhood.
はーい、いってらっしゃい。
He's so clearly going to the lookout. I walked out the door, leaving CHINAMI to lounge on the sofa by herself. Shortly thereafter, I began my trek up Yumemi Hill. I just don't know when to give up. The lookout was my destination. I like CHINAMI. I do too. She's so cute and earnest. Just what was giving me the idea that I'd be able to see her at nighttime, even though I wasn't able to in the evening. Time was 8:30 at night. In any normal family, a girl like her wouldn't be leaving the house this late at night. Even back when I used to play with that girl, the both of us would usually be home before this time. To begin with, that girl, Mare, she can't even be a teenager. I had no doubt that she was quite a bit younger than me. Precisely speaking, she seemed to be around the age that the girl from the lookout was in my memories. So I just couldn't bring myself to believe that she would have gone to this near pitch dark lookout at such a late hour. Logically, I understood. My intent was to immediately head home once I confirmed with my own eyes that no one was there. So I suppose basically you could call this something along the lines of self-satisfaction. If Mare wasn't there, then that would be fine. I just couldn't bear to assume she wasn't without at least checking to make sure. If I did that, I'd be discarding the small chance that she was in fact there, no matter how minuscule. It would be no different from the time several years back. Mom told me we were moving, and I just sullenly accepted the fact that I would have to say goodbye to the girl from the lookout. Despite the fact that she, on the other hand, refused to give up. She even tried to keep me here with all her might right until the very last moment. Even after we had already exchanged our promise for uniting, she still...
ようくん、私にいい考えがあるよ。
What's your great idea?
ようくんが引っ越ししなくてもよくなるいい方法を思いついたの。
いい方法? What could that be?
ようくんが大怪我するの。
No. What?
大怪我してね、近くの病院で暮らすことにするの。そしたら私が毎日お見舞い行ってあげるから。
Oh no! Munchausen by proxy, oh no!
これなら住む家も食べるものも困らなくて済むよ。
Yeah, in America you'd be bankrupt. But I don't really want to do that.
どうして？
Well, getting injured would hurt, and the thought of it kind of scares me.
男の子なんだからそれくらい我慢しなきゃダメだよ。
You only say that because I'm the one who gotta do it.
この展望台から街まで転がり落ちるだけでいいから。
You'll die. You'll die! Forget it, I won't do it.
ようくんって育児なしなんだから。
Well, you do it. Pretty sure anybody would feel the same.
じゃあどうすればいいのかな。どうすればようくんと離れ離れにならないのかな。
What about our promise that we'd reunite? That we'd definitely reunite no matter what might happen.
でもいつになるかわからないんだもん。よくいつ帰ってくるかわからないんだもん。私いつまでも待ってられるかわからないんだもん。待ってたわ、ようくん。
Oh, she's here! Gotta save. This was my payoff for banking on that tiny hope, despite everything pointing to the opposite. Because of that, a surge of sharp pain coursed through my chest. Are you okay? Maybe if I'd actually gotten myself injured and hospitalized like she suggested, then perhaps that would have prevented our eventual parting. It didn't even have to be a real injury for that matter. Simply trying to persuade my mom by feigning an illness could have been enough. Maybe I should have tried harder. I basically just accepted that we'd move without any protest. Of course, my mom wasn't to blame for this decision. Sure, she didn't want to leave town either. The only one to fault in this scenario might very well have been myself, so I just casually allowed the turns and developments in my life to take me wherever they went. Maybe it was my passiveness of not having acted at all that ultimately should have tried to prevent us from being torn apart, even if I ultimately didn't have the power to change anything at all that led to this frustrating predicament.
どうしたの？難しい顔して。
Nothing. Shook my head. Yeah, I have to give Mare my attention now. Can't waste this opportunity now that I've found her. Took my consciousness, which had trailed off into the distant past, and brought its focus to the girl in front of me. Did you come here to look at the stars again?
別に
Have you been waiting for me?
別に
But wasn't that what you said a few seconds ago?
待っていたのは本当だけど、あなたの顔を見たら待たなきゃよかったと後悔したの。
What's that supposed to mean?
だってあなた、私を見た瞬間に辛そうにしたもの。私は人の悪夢を狩るのが仕事だけど、できればその人が自分の悪夢を自覚していない時に買ってしまいたい。あなた、悪夢を思い出したから辛そうにしたんでしょ。
It made me notice that I was frowning. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that was a joke, but I can't really laugh about that.
別に冗談じゃないわ。
I just called my memories a nightmare. Maybe you just by chance? After all, it's not like you can peek into my head and see what's going on in my mind. Sure, that's what it was, nothing else. That considered, I don't know if I have any right to say this, but those words of yours, they just felt terribly offensive to me. To me, those memories are something special, something I cherish, and yet you called them a nightmare.
そうなんだ。
So it would make me feel a lot better if you could please apologize.
いや、
A flat-out refusal. Keep your head now, Kokasaki. You'll remember you're dealing with a child here. See, a plain and simple sorry would be perfectly enough to make to make your friend here happy.
いや、
That little brat!
私がこの世で最も嫌いなものの一つが謝罪なの。だから嫌。
The little Shinigami cosplay girl was clearly in her rebellious stage. Oh well, fine. I'm plenty used to this from CHINAMI already.
誰それ？
My little sister, she had an awful rebellious phase in the past. Although by this point my sister's behavior had normalized for certain definitions of normal.
あなたに妹なんていたの？
Are you an only child?
死神に兄弟なんていないわ。
I'll just take that as a yes. Come to think of it, you said you didn't have any parents either. Huh?
死神に家族なんていないわ。
Or does that mean like this girl doesn't have a single living relative? Maybe that's why she can stay out so late? Though of course I was convinced she was joking. Then abruptly an idea came to me. Do you appear here often?
出没って私を何だと思ってるの？
Shinigami, right?
何その投げやりな言葉。
The only piece of information I had regarding the girl from the lookout was her name. Accordingly, I didn't know anything about her family either. Both her address and possible contact information were entirely unknown to me. That's why I was having so much trouble finding her again. My only leads were her name and this lookout, so... I'll rephrase myself. Do you come here often?
そうね。星が見える夜にはここにいると思う。
In that case, have you seen another person besides yourself in this place?
あるわ。
Bingo! Would you happen to know that person's name?
知ってるわ。
Please tell me!
小ヶ坂よ。
God damn it! Somebody else! That's me, damn it! Anyone else besides me and you?
知らないわ。
And thus, my master plan to give some sort of lead had immediately proven to be a fruitless effort. Does that mean the girl from the lookout hasn't been coming here at all? Now that I think about it, promise or not, there's no way she'd come to the lookout every waking day to check whether I was there or not. More likely that she just forgot about me after all these years. Though I really want to avoid entertaining that possibility. After all, I had remembered it after all these years. So I wanted to believe that she had remembered as well. Damn it! Why am I so unlucky? Like, how did I never manage to get a single piece of contact information from her? Should have had countless opportunities, so why didn't I ever ask? Was I lazy and complacent about that too, not even asking her? No, I think I did ask her at some point. After all, we could have easily kept in touch through phone calls or letters even after I moved away. But the fact stands that we didn't do so. Why? There must have been some reason for it. A part of my memory is one of the hazy sections that appears like fog glass to me. No matter how much I try to wipe the glass, it just wouldn't clear up. In the end, the two of us hadn't heard anything at all from each other since the day I moved.
今日のあなたはダメダメね。
For some reason, something had marked me as a dunce in her eyes.
昨日の方がチャンスだったのに。でも 星が見えなくなってしまったから。
What are you talking about?
こっちの話。
So at the end of the day, what exactly are you?
死神よ。人の悪夢を狩る死神。
Nightmares rather than the person's life?
そう。
What are those nightmares you're talking about?
それくらい辞書で引いて。
What does it mean to reap a nightmare?
私は悪夢を買ったことはあるけど、狩られたことはないから知らないわ。
Some Shinigami she is. Or maybe it's because she's a Shinigami that she's like this. So then, why do you look so strikingly similar to the girl I used to play with? Or is the truth that you are, in fact, her? Are you that girl who taught me the joy of having a friend? For the slightest moment, I hesitated to voice these questions.
聞くべきかどうか迷った時は聞かないべきよ。
Mir said that in a different tone.
聞くべきか迷うような質問は少なからず相手の心の内を覗き見てしまう恐れがある。もし軽い気持ちで覗いてしまった場合、その責任を負うなんて考えもつかない。見られた方は責任を取ってほしいのに、一緒に悩んで、一緒に怒って、一緒に泣いて、一緒に笑ってほしいのに。だから軽い気持ちだったら聞かないべきよ。その方がお互いのためだから。
The scythe in her hand glinted in the moonlight, as if to warn me off. So, I squeezed out the air I had pent up in my lungs. So that means it's alright to ask once one's absolutely convinced they have to, right? Mir's facial expression changed. That was the first time I'd seen a noticeable change in her emotional state.
そうね。
However, as if immediately pushing those emotions to the back of her mind, she quickly returned to her usual huffy expression before continuing.
そういう時は黙っていても相手の方から切り出してくるんじゃないの？
The very next moment, clouds obstructed the starlight for a single instant, and then Mir was gone. What? Alright, I guess I'm saving here.
お兄ちゃんお兄ちゃんお兄ちゃん。
Yes, my beloved. Tone it down. What time do you think it is? You'll wake up the whole neighborhood.
だってね、ちなみに今から寝ようとしたのにお部屋が大惨事になっててね、特にベッド周りがひどくてこれじゃ安心して眠れないんだよ。
I love you. Alright. Well, I'm gonna call it a day for today. We played a little bit more of Hoshizora. And we discovered a whole bunch. I know I love those pajamas. They are adorable. Okie dokie, let me close this. Don't need that, close that. All right. Okay. Well, thank you everyone who hung out. Thank you Clockbork and Pumpkin and Nanashi. And thank you Celestia, Starscene, Ijitsu, Jax, Joshua, Brett, Ijitsu, Drake. Let me see. Halo, Dark Vito, Quantum Reed, Shadow Mint, Memento. Did I say Starscene already? Dolcino, Z Blade, and Fumi and Hachinichi. I think that's everyone. All right. Thank you everyone for spending time with me. I hope that the health announcement didn't freak anybody out. So don't assume the worst. We don't know anything yet. Once I have test results, I will let you guys all know. As soon as I get the test results, so don't worry. In the meantime, you can just support me and send me your love and good vibes and affection. And of course, donate and help with the crowdfund campaign. That would really, really help my mood overall. So I really appreciate all of you. I'm gonna see who to raid on Twitch real quick. Let me see. want to find somebody I know. Anyone I know? How about? No, there's nobody I know who's streaming right now. I don't want to raid a stranger. But anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I will see you on Monday. We're going to be playing some Lilac. And then Wednesday, we'll be playing Chrysanthemum for the Otome Game Celebration. And then Saturday, we're going to be playing Date Everything. So that's what we have next week. I will see you then. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. 登録してね! Don't forget to subscribe!